what do you think would be the key to coming out today and getting win number 2 on the weekend?
Simple plays like making free throws and getting on the floor, stuff like that, 50-50 loose balls, hustle plays. It's really not going to be a lot of scheme. They know what we're doing, we know what they're doing. Essentially, it's like those middle of the road plays, walking out, fundamentals. That's what it's going to come down to be honest.
And last night, I mean, it was a big start for you guys. You started the game on a big run to jump out to a lead, and you guys kept the foot on the gas. I mean, I guess what's the importance of starting out a game like that? I mean, I know you play 40 minutes of basketball, but if you can kind of take that momentum, especially playing at home right away, it seems like that's a big help and a big push for your team.
Yeah, it was, but we can't count on that tonight. 11-2 start, we can't count on that. So we have to be just solid, from start to finish. And Tech's really good. They're up in the conference standings for a reason. They've got 6 conference wins already, and they're going to be really good today, so we have to match their intensity.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Best of luck today.
All right, Daniel, go Saints.
Coach Kurt Paulson joining me in the Rutgers Furniture Coaches Lounge. We'll have more pregame coming up next on Rewind 94.9 and KCMP.com.
Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Devin from the Gold Island Casino. It's always a good time here at the island with exciting games, a great player incentive program, tasty snacks and drinks, and lots of winning. I believe we have the best customers ever, so it's always pretty fun to come to work, and it's always a blast to hand out the winnings. I don't know if I'm on board with the whole Let's Make Ron Cranky campaign. I mean, he's a decent guy and everything. Who am I kidding? I love giving his money away. So come see me, Devin, on the night shift at Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in the Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
KIMO HD3 Townsend, K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy Hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rutgers, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rutgers has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Daniel Sally back here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, bringing you Game 2 of today's Frontier Conference doubleheader between Carroll College and Montana Tech. Coach, got into it a little bit earlier. We're just going to kind of set the table again for tonight's game. Tech on the season series up on Carroll 2-1, but Carroll got the best of them last night with an 88-70 victory. And looking at Carroll's record now, they're 8-5 on the year, back to 4-4 in conference play at the 500 mark there. And some takeaways from last night. I mean, Carroll moved the ball so well. They were a step ahead of Tech. And there was a quote that Coach Paulson gave us after the game that really stuck out to me, and he said, "I recruit length." You know, that's for the what they bring on the defensive end. He mentioned guys like Dennis, guys like Ufani. I mean, you watch that team play. Guy Pedro, another one. They're long and they're disruptive on defense, and that's how you end up with Sindhu Diallo, a guy who averages 19.3 points a game, scoring 6 points last night. Taylor England, also a double-figure score, scoring 9 points last night. So those two guys, both scoring in single digits, combining for 15 points. That's a win for Carroll. I mean, who knows if they're going to be able to recreate that defense again. But if there's one thing I know about a Kurt Paulson coach team, the effort will be there.
Yeah, it was really a kind of a shock to me, and I think probably to a lot of people, that just how well Carroll played last night, and how defensively they're just such a terrific effort on Diallo in England, but one thing that Tech did show is a lot of depth. Boy, they've got kids that can come off the bench that maybe aren't quite as big and athletic as those two, but they can really stroke it.
Yeah, Tech, like we talked about last night, this is a deep, deep, deep Tech team. And I mean, just looking at who they threw out there last night, I mean, Darius Collins out there, he's in their starting lineup with Nate Ward, but then you go to the bench and it's Camden Lawrence, it's Christian Jones, it's Drew Hughes, who's their backup point guard, Keely Bake, another guy who runs the point, John Duval gives them length. I mean, they bring it from every different direction, and it really makes for a tough matchup. But that depth is probably going to pay off for them as we're now ready for a second game in as many days here. You got to like your chances if you're Coach Adam Hyatt with how many guys they can go deep down their bench.
Well, the Lawrence kid really caught my attention yesterday. He is a scoring machine.
Bucket getter.
Yeah.
Bucket getter.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how early they go to him, because he put on a show that fourth quarter.
Oh, absolutely. He's a very talented player out of Hellgate High School. Started at Big Sky, transferred to Hellgate, now playing for Montana Tech. Another guy for Tech in their front court, I mean, Bridger Larson out of Helena Capital, which I just discovered last night, of course, as we had that conversation on the air. I mean, Coach Paulson said on his pregame interview before yesterday's game that his word that he used, Tech's got some big hosses down low, and that makes things difficult. But Carroll did a nice job kind of avoiding the physicality the way they needed to. I mean, they have the bodies who can get in there and, you know, rough them up a little bit, especially with the way Brendan Temple's grown in these last few weeks. Marat Guzlakic, another guy who's very physical down low. But Tech, they possess the depth at the guard position, but in their front court, you know, you have Taylor England, Cody Baumstark, Bridger Larson, John Duval. I mean, those are four guys right there, all over about 6'7", 6'8", who can really do damage down low. So the Saints got to continue to kind of manipulate their way around that and get the shots that they like.
Well, I think it's going to be somebody's going to come off the bench for both teams and really surprise us and give their team a huge lift. And it's going to take a lot of depth to win this one, because it's going to be a grinded-out, physical, tough game. Going to be close, and it's going to test the bench of both ball clubs today for who's going to come out on top.
Coach Paulson and Coach Hyatt, like you mentioned, they go way back when Hyatt was playing at Westminster and when Coach Paulson was playing by a man, I don't know if you ever heard of him, playing for a guy named Gary Turcott here at Carroll College back in the day. But those two, they've had their battles on the court, they've had their battles as coaches these last couple of years, and this is just another chapter in that book of rivalry games between Carroll and Tech, and two great young coaches here in the Frontier Conference. And these two teams, I mean, you can tell they want it. The energy was here last night in this arena. It's going to be here again today. Even if they're going to be tired, the energy levels, I mean, these guys want it. They want to win. Coach Paulson and Coach Hyatt are two coaches who are going to have their guys up and ready to play.
And Montana Tech with 4 seniors, 4 kids that have been in the program over there, understand it, know what the coach wants, provide that physicality and that maturity. And Carroll, we just forget how young they are. 0, as in none, no seniors on the ball club.
Not
a very young
one.
Ball club.
Yeah, very young is right. And I mean, Coach Paulson talked about it last night after the game, where he said, you know, he's still learning how he wants to kind of take his hand with these young guys. I mean, you have all these different pieces, and there's so many different ways you can use them, and he's just finding the right way. Carroll, now they've won 3 straight. I think Coach Paulson's really figuring it out.
Well, they certainly have improved, and having regular practices helps. Then they finally got all their guys and were able to put 4 or 5 practices together, and I think that every coach in the league is going through that. I'm sure. I'm sure that Adam Hyatt's got the same issues.
But we're going to go ahead and take a break. But when we come back, we'll have tip-off here from the PE Center, Carroll College and Montana Tech. We got it here for you on your home for Saints basketball. Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Great games, great snacks, great customer service, lots of great winners, and one cranky Ron. Hi, this is Jenny from the Gold Island Casino. There is nothing that gets us more excited than watching our customers hit a big payout. And we all know it drives Ron crazy, but we love it. We've got all the newest games with all the fun bonus rounds, especially on our Montana Golds. So fun. Come see us, get a drink, hit a jackpot, and say Nan Nanny Boo Boo to Ron. It'll make our day. Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
This is John Lagerquist from Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to his riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what he has. Good news is God owns it all. If he doesn't have what you need, he can create it.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality, name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
The Overland Express welcomes all legislators to the capital city. After a long day of meetings, kick back and relax over great food and beverages. You'll be dining alongside many of your Montana neighbors. The Overland Express is adhering to all COVID-19 rules and regulations. They ask that all their patrons do the same and be safe and considerate of all of us. Enjoy generous servings of the Overland's all-American food in a comfortable setting. Make a date with friends at the Overland Express, serving diners in Helena since 1975.
On the rink or on the lake, Play It Again Sports can upgrade your skating season. If your hockey gear doesn't fit, trade it in for new. Play It Again Sports has the latest and greatest in hockey gear, and they're the only authorized CCM and Bauer dealers in Helena. Maybe you're working your way up a spin or an axle in the figure skating arena. Play It Again Sports has new and used skates to fit your demands. They also do skate sharpening. Once you step on the ice, nothing else matters. Get ready now at Play It Again Sports, your skating headquarters, next to Mackenzie River Pizza. So you made the decision to own a handgun. Then you made the next logical choice to go to Range 406. Because Range 406 knows that owning a handgun comes with responsibilities. Range 406 helps you fulfill those responsibilities with information on safety instructions on how to operate your handgun. From home protection to competitive target practice, Range 406 can help you get the most out of your handgun. Range 406, the mostly green building, just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
You're listening to Saints basketball. Tip-off is next on Rewind 94.9, your home for the Saints.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined by the Hall of Famer Coach Gary Turcotte as we get ready here to meet tonight's starting lineups. We'll go ahead and go first with Montana Tech. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior out of Tacoma, Washington by way of Western Texas College, number 0, Sindhu Diallo. Playing guard, a redshirt junior out of University Place, Washington, transfer out of Eastern Arizona College. That's number 1, Nate Ward. Playing in the front court, a 6'7" senior out of Helena, Montana, the Helena High Bengal, number 20, Taylor England. Also playing forward, a 6'4" senior out of Missoula, Montana, that's Darius Collins. And rounding it out, the 6'8" senior out of Worland, Wyoming, by way of Sheridan College, that's number 32, Cody Baumstark. Looking at the starting 5 for the Fighting Saints, will be the same 5 that they've been rolling out there so far these last few games. Starting at guard, a 6'6" freshman out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 5, Guy Pedra. Starting at guard, a 6'2" sophomore out of Woodland Hills, California, that's number 11, Dennis Flowers III. Playing point guard, a 6'1" junior out of Spokane, Washington, that's Shamrock Campbell. And rounding it out, a forward 6'7" sophomore out of Castle Rock, Colorado, that's number 32, Brendan Temple. Coach Turcotte, as they bring you back in, doesn't get much better than this. A rivalry game, 2 good teams went to battle last night, and Tech is going to be looking almost certainly to be getting some revenge here in this game against Carroll.
Well, we know that there's not 20-point difference between these two teams.
No.
This will be a physical, tough game, and we're going to need both teams to come off the bench with players who can contribute. I do like the depth that Tech has. I think that's the deepest basketball team I've seen this year. But Carroll's might have a surprise too. I think I see Johnny Hillman over there.
Johnny Hillman is over there.
Yes.
And, he was suited up last weekend. He's been dressing up, but not sure when we're going to see him actually on the court. Could it be today? I'm hoping so.
Well, he is. He's kind of a dark horse. He's a guy that can really. I mean, he can guard and he can shoot.
I talked to Coach Paulson about him not too long ago. It was a couple weeks ago, and about how much of a boost he'll be when they come back. He said like that exact same thing. He can guard and he can make shots. Tip-off is secured by Montana Tech. They'll be going left to right. Tech in their white uniforms, gray numbers, green trim. Carroll wearing their purple uniforms, gold numbers, white trim. Steal on the other end by Jovan Slovankinen, so the Saints will take it up and start off their offense. Campbell passed it off to Flowers. Flowers rolls to the right, passes it over to Slovankinen, top of the key, and they will start out with Darius Collins guarding Jovan Slovankinen. It was Taylor England in the first half last night, but Slovankinen ended up with 18 first half points. They switched Collins. Here's Slovankinen on the drive, loses the ball out of bounds, a turnover by the Saints. 0-0, 19:23 left here in the first half. It'll be Montana Tech basketball. Nate Ward be taking the ball up the court for the Saints. For the Orediggers, excuse me. Baumstark up top, passes it back to Ward. Ward guarded by Flowers. Ward on the drive, puts it up off the glass. Can't get the roll. Nice look for Ward, but Temple comes down with the rebound and fouled by Cody Baumstark. That's Baumstark's first personal, first team on Tech here just a minute into this ball game.
Really a nice dribble move by Ward that time to get the layup. Then he kind of missed the bunny. But he's got that crossover stuff, kind of a crossover, double crossover, sometimes triple crossover.
He can accelerate.
Yeah, and then hit that next gear.
Brendan Temple over the top looking for Slovankinen, goes up and under off the glass and in for two. It'll be interesting to watch this matchup ensue between Darius Collins and Jovan Slovankinen. We saw them go toe-to-toe in the second half last night. Inside it's Baumstark. Baumstark out to England. Now Collins over to Ward. Ward in the corner, guarded by Flowers. Ward steps in, goes over the top to England. England up with it off the glass and good for two. Taylor England gets to Tech scoring started as he ties it up. 2 points apiece now for these two basketball teams. To the other end, it's Carroll. Dennis Flowers, who had 22 last night at the top of the key, kicks it out. Pedra back to Flowers. Flowers to Pedra again, looking inside for Temple, deflected by Baumstark out of bounds. The Saints will keep it. Saints will inbound from the baseline. It's Pedra. Pedra to Campbell. Campbell in the corner, drives by Ward. No look, pass to Temple. Temple puts it on the ground, spin move off the glass, but a traveling violation called on Brendan Temple.
And when he gets in trouble is when he hesitates. When he just goes, he's pretty darn good. But he hesitated that time.
Tech with the ball. It's Nate Ward. Ward, cross half court. Passed it over to Diallo. Diallo, guarded by Slovankinen, steps up, takes the jumper, no good. Nice box out by Temple there. Pedra opens the lane up and gets the rebound. Flowers to the other end, takes it up, passes it to the near side. It's Slovankinen, guarded by Collins. Slovankinen gets the screen, works to the right side, passes it over to Pedra. Pedra to Campbell. Here's the drive from Campbell. He picks up his dribble, loses it. England pokes it out, but he kicks it out to Pedra. Three off the rim, it's no good. Temple goes for the board, but it's brought down by Cody Baumstark. Diallo leading in transition for Tech. He gets it to Ward. Ward cut off baseline by Flowers, passes it across to the corner, hits off the foot of Pedra. That's a kick ball. Tech will inbound from the baseline.
Well, Taylor England already looks way more comfortable. Last night was his first game back in some time.
About 3 weeks.
He had some rust.
Tech inbounds, it's Nate Ward. Ward shot up and he knocks it down. Mid-range J for Nate Ward. Taking it up the other end of Slovankinen, he passes off to Flowers. Flowers. Far side on the wing. Passed it into Slovankinen. Slovankinen posting up on Collins. Takes him off the dribble. Kicks. Pedra. Campbell. Corner 3. Yes! Shamrock Campbell knocks it down. Nice feed there from Guy Pedra. Ward taking it up the court, guarded by Campbell. Tries to get by him, pulls it back to the three-point line, passes it into England. England to a cutting Baumstark runner from Baumstark. No good, can't get the roll. Slovankinen gets the rebound, and Jovan will go ahead and just take it up himself up the court. Slovankinen near side, takes the dribble, picks it up, hands it off to Flowers. Flowers to the corner, it's Temple. Temple, jab step, posting up on Baumstark now, kicks out Pedra, now Campbell. Top of the key, it's Campbell. Shot clock at 10. Back to Pedra. Pedra drives baseline and loses it. A foul called. I believe they got England that time. Correction, that's on Ward. They called it on a shot.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't think he was going to shoot.
No, me neither. But Pedra will shoot too, nonetheless.
Yeah. And I don't think Adam Hyatt thought he was going to go shoot either.
No. First free throw up by Guy Pedra, and you can tell now as Coach Hyatt's over there on the sideline. We've seen Coach Hyatt. He's a good coach. He can be animated sometimes there on that bench, and the first domino has fallen for him. First free throw, or second up from Pedra, excuse me, he misses it. So Pedra goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Ward. Ward taking it inside. Pulls it back out now, pass it up top. Now Collins on the wing. Pass it over to England, now to the corner, it's Ward. Ward. Ward inside to Collins. Excuse me, England with it now. England posts up, kicks 3 from Ward. Off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by, nobody. Out of bounds, deflected off of a Tech player. Despite you could probably hear over the audio Sindhu Diallo yelling, "That's us." But, speak of the devil, here comes Johnny Hillman.
Johnny Hillman back for the first time.
This is a sight to see for Saints fans. I'm happy for Johnny.
Yeah.
Good recovery, had a meniscus injury over the summer. He's been recovering, and I'm sure Coach Paulson's glad to have him back because he had an excellent freshman campaign last year. Campbell, top of the key, and he's fouled by Sindhu Diallo.
Foul on Sindhu Diallo, his first team third.
Well, Diallo really got after Campbell, put some super pressure on him that time, just got a little too much contact.
And now he's walking over there, squatting by him. Looks like he's doing some talking over there. Luckily, Shamrock Campbell, out of all the people to be fazed by trash talk, Shamrock Campbell, not one of them. Guy Pedra takes it to the wing and called for a travel.
And Daniel, Montana Tech is really working hard to deny Jovan catches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're playing like 4-on-4.
Here's a drive from Ward. No good. Hillman goes up for the rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by Tech. Carroll will get it back.
And whoever's guarding Jovan is going to be a no-help defender, a no-rebound defender.
We saw it last year with Dane, too.
Yeah.
They did the same thing with Dane Warp last year when we played down in Butte. Shamrock Campbell up the court. Top of the key, passes it off to Slovankinen. He gets his touch, drives, kicks, and another traveling violation. I think that's 3 on the Saints early on in this game. Tech basketball, it's Nate Ward up the court, 6-4. Saints lead by 2. 15:05 left here in the first half. Top of the key, it's Ward to Diallo. Diallo on the wing. Looking for a cutting England. Finds him. Pump fake. England. His shot up. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Taylor England. And the Saints will get it back again.
Now that's the first touch. I think Tech should be going to him a little more. That's
Taylor?
Yeah. That's only the second touch he's had. And the first one he scored.
Hillman inbounds. It'll be Dennis Flowers, the third, taking it up the court. Flowers, Hillman, Campbell, Okeke, and Slovankinen on the floor for the Saints. Slovankinen back to Flowers. Flowers passes it back to Slovankinen. He's got it on the wing, guarded by Larson. Collins on the bench. Will be Larson tasked with Jovan right now. Okeke posts up, nice little turnaround, Jay, and he knocks it in. And I tell you, Coach, I mean, he had the same trajectory last year, but Ifeanyi Okeke just continues to get better game by game.
Well, he gets up in the air. Now he's coming under control. He didn't always be under control last year.
Taylor England up top, pass it to Diallo, near side on the wing. Diallo to the corner. It's Larson on the drive. Larson picks up his dribble, back to the basket, throws it over the back, and that's a backcourt violation on the Orediggers. Marquise Brown chased it down into the back door.
And out goes Larson.
Yeah, Larson.
Yeah.
Quick trigger. That's how it goes. Hillman will inbound from the far sideline. Taylor England going to the bench too. Collins will check in, so it'll be Collins and Baumstark out there. Collins, he's probably the best option for defending Slavonkin,
exactly.
So he's going to end up playing a ton of minutes tonight. Flowers off the screen from Jovan. Pump fakes. Pass out to Hillman in the corner. Okeke. Baseline jumper. Yes. Ifeanyi Okeke for two.
Now, when he adds that to his game, with his quickness, that's really going to make him tough.
Problem.
Yeah, that's
problem.
Yeah.
Tech basketball on the other end. It's Collins. Collins drives. Entry pass looking for Baumstark.
Great defense by Dennis.
And Flowers comes up with the steal. Here comes Flowers. Drives up off the glass and good for two. And Dennis Flowers, his transition game continues to get better.
Well, he played great hoop defense. Great hoop defense.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the timeout called. It's a 30-second timeout extended to a full. We'll take the break as well. 60-second timeout. 12-4. The Saints lead by 8. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
You already know DJ's Automotive is here for you and your wheels. But did you know that includes campers and trailers with boats, ATVs, and snowmobiles too? DJ's Automotive now has a secure storage lot right behind their building on Airport Road. Your yard at home is for living space, not storage space. Make space for the life you want to have at home and keep the toys you love in storage while you're not using them. With DJ's Automotive Secure Storage, you can have the best of both worlds. DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels.
It's time to embrace your next big winter adventure. Whether it's hockey, snowshoeing, or downhill or cross-country skiing, Play It Again Sports is the place to start. Find tons of brand name new and used winter sports gear at great prices. Keep warm with jackets, gloves, hats, and goggles in all sizes. Outfit your feet with downhill and cross-country skis and boots, snowboards, skates, and snowshoes. Give winter a nice warm hug. Get out there and play with help from Play It Again Sports, Helena's winter sports headquarters, next to Mackenzie River Beach.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here, joined inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth by Coach Gary Turcotte. 12-4, the Saints lead by 8 over Montana Tech. And Coach, a lot of effort being shown by these two teams, leading to a low-scoring affair due to great defense here early on in this one.
Yeah, and Tech is really known for their aggressive physical defense. Carroll's defense has just gotten so much better since where they were a month ago.
Out of the timeout, it's Tech taking it up the floor. Darius Collins on the wing, drives in, backdoor pass finds Markeith Brown. Brown dumps it off to Baumstark. Nice defense by Okeke, but a foul called? Yes, a foul called. That's on Brendan Temple coming over on the help defense. So Tech will inbound from the baseline. Diallo, corner, jumper, and it's good. That's a long two for Sindhu Diallo.
Nice execution out of the out-of-bounds play by Tech that time. Diallo inbounded the ball and then came right to the corner baseline.
Carroll taking it up the court. It's Dennis Flowers. Pull up three. Yes! Wow, Dennis Flowers keeps it going from last night. Babyface buckets with a big one there. 15-6. Saints lead up to 9. Baumstark up top. Hughes. Brown, 3. No good off the rim. Rebound, Brendan Temple. Temple, outlet pass to Campbell. Here comes Campbell up the floor. Campbell slows it down. Gets the screen from Temple. Now to Slavonkinen on the wing. Slavonkinen up top. Works it back inside. Puts up a runner, but a foul on the floor before the shot. So Carroll will inbound from the baseline.
That was Hughes with a lot of contact on him that time. Yeah.
It's Hughes' first foul. 4th team foul already on Tech here as we're almost 10 minutes into this one. Temple, elbow, passes it out to Okeke. Now it's Campbell to Flowers on the far side. Flowers, pump fakes, kicks it out. Okeke drives, passes it back out to Dennis Flowers III. Flowers takes a crossover, drives in, pump fake, fade away, off the rim, no good, rebound, Baumstark. Baumstark outlet passes Diallo. Tech taken off in transition. It's Markeith Brown, and he passes it out to the corner. It's stolen by Campbell. Here comes Campbell in transition. Finds Okeke. Okeke, Euro step. Nice backdoor pass to Temple, but Temple's shot is blocked by Baumstark. What a great pass nonetheless by Ifeanyi Okeke. Wrap that arm around there. Diallo to the other end. He drives, puts up one off the glass, and in for two. Diallo kind of wrapped that ball up like a running back going through the A gap,
well,
then all of a sudden just unraveled it into the hole.
He can get it going, and that might get him going. That was a real nice play.
Between that and the jumper, he's got a couple back-to-back buckets. Dennis Flowers III with it on the wing. Drives in, and a traveling violation. Now, it's either 3 or 4 travels by the Saints, so not a great start. Pedro will check in for the Saints as well as Guzlakic.
Also in Marachum for Carroll.
I just think Temple, when he gets that ball 2 feet from the basket, he's fiddling and shot faking and just go up.
Go, yeah.
Yeah. Just he's strong enough now to go up.
In the corner, it's Diallo, guarded by Campbell. Diallo, jab step, 3, and he knocks it down. And you said that would get him going. That's 3 Diallo buckets in a matter of probably 2.5 minutes now. Timeout called.
Well, he is a streak player, no doubt.
Full timeout called by Coach Paulson. We'll take it as well. 15-11, the Saints lead. You're listening to Carroll Basketball here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to his riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what he has. Good news is God owns it all. If he doesn't have what you need, he can't create.
The Overland Express welcomes all legislators to the capital city. After a long day of meetings, kick back and relax over great food and beverages. You'll be dining alongside many of your Montana neighbors. The Overland Express is adhering to all COVID-19 rules and regulations. They ask that all their patrons do the same and be safe and considerate of all. Enjoy generous servings of the Overland's all-American food in a comfortable setting. Make a date with friends at the Overland Express, serving diners in Helen since 1975.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here with Gary Turcotte. 11:02 left in the first half. 15-11, the Saints lead by 4 here early on over Montana Tech. Shamrock Campbell will take it across the floor to start off the break. He passed it over to Pedra, back to Campbell. Campbell on the dribble, passed it out to Pedra again. Pedra to Okeke now. Okeke on the dribble, takes it inside, passed it out to Pedra again. Pedra to Okeke, a foul called on Taylor England. On the floor, the Saints will inbound. That's now 5 team fouls on Tech, however, so they're approaching bonus territory, and we're not even halfway through the first half. Inbounding. It's Pedra. Pedra finds a cutting Campbell. Campbell pulls it back. Now Campbell getting low on the block there on Hughes, takes a fadeaway. Can't get it to fall. Rebound brought down by Hughes. Hughes taking it up the court. Passes it to England near side now. Diallo, 3 off the rim, it's no good. Rebound brought down by England, and he puts it back in for 2. Pedra to the wing, to Okeke, now Flowers. Flowers to Campbell. Top of the key. Okeke drives baseline, passed it around England and a charge. Nice job by Taylor England coming over and setting himself up to cut off the baseline there.
Well, Montana Tech defense, the last 3-4 possessions has definitely picked up.
15-13, Saints lead down to just 2. 10 minutes left here on the nose.
And of course, Jovan isn't in the ball game, and it makes it a little easier to guard Carroll when Jovan isn't in there.
Baumstark over the top. Diallo goes up for it, no good. Rebound brought down by Campbell. Campbell taking it up the court. Pass it to Flowers, near side. Flowers off the dribble, takes it in, kicks. Campbell, 3. And that one's no good. Rebound brought down by Guzlakic, though. Good effort there. Temple in the corner. Passes it up top. It's Flowers now. Dennis Flowers, the third. Gets the high ball screen. Guzlakic rolls down. Pedra gets it on the wing now. Temple posting up. Gets double teamed. Kicks it out. Flowers, 2 on the shot clock. Open 3, though. No good. Another rebound. Guzlakic. Murat posted up. Passes it in. Little runner there from Pedra, and he knocks it in.
2 big offensive boards by Murat there.
Yes. Sindhu Diallo, far side, up top. Kicks it out. Collins, open look from 3. Off the rim, can't get the roll. Rebound brought down by Murat. He passes it out to Campbell. Here comes Campbell up the floor slowly for the Saints. Gets the screen. Passes it near side. It's Flowers. Flowers, dribble, pull up, jumper, and he knocks it down. Dennis Flowers with a long 2 that time. This has been a very good weekend.
His
for Dennis
confidence
Flowers.
is growing just by the minute.
Don't let him get confident.
Yeah.
Because when he gets confident, that's when he catches fire. Diallo to the top. England with a 3, and he knocks it down. Big man stepping
And he
out.
can do that, he can do that.
It's like Ifani. If you, he's not going to take it that often, but if you get him to him, he might make you pay.
If you go to sleep on him.
Yeah. Campbell to Flowers, far side on the wing. Flowers off the pick. Drives. Kicks. Is tipped out of bounds by Collins, and he can't save it in time. So Carroll will get the ball. Looks like the Saints will inbound. Saints will inbound from the far sideline here. Pedra in the game now. The 5 on the floor for the Saints is Campbell and Pedra and Hillman at the guard positions. Slovankinen at the 4, Temple at the 5. And Collins went to the bench just in time for Slovankinen to check in. Now they got Baumstark guarding Jovan. Jovan takes him off the dribble, kicks it out. Pedra, 3. Yes, Ski Pedra from downtown. Another guy whose confidence is growing by the minute. Guy Pedra with a nice shot there. England up top. Passes it out to the wing. Brown kicks. England taking it on the dribble this time. Puts it up with his left off the glass. A very nice finish there
it was.
by Taylor England.
Yeah. He looked so much more at ease today than yesterday. His first game back.
Campbell passed it to Pedra. Far side. Pedra looking inside to Temple, and that's just a turnover by Guy Pedra out of bounds.
He makes so few mistakes for a freshman. That just was not a good pass, and you just rarely see him do that.
Ward inbounds. Diallo to take it up the court for Montana Tech. Saints still lead by 4, 22-18. Ward to the wing. Diallo on the drive. Crossover. Kicks. Here's a drive. Markeith Brown. Shot there in traffic. Nothing doing though. Ball deflects out of bounds. Last touch by the Saints. Nice break there for Tech as they'll get it in the inbound from the baseline. Inbounding will be Diallo. Diallo out to Brown. Brown to England on the elbow. Now Diallo again. Here's Diallo driving baseline. Spin move.
Oh,
fade
that's
away.
beautiful.
And that's a nice touch.
Oh, that is just, he can really do some spectacular stuff.
22-20. 6:45 left here in the first half. It's Shamrock. Campbell to the elbow. Goes to Slovankinen. Slovankinen faces up. Picked up by England in traffic. He drives. Dumps it off. Okeke. Pump fakes. Puts up a little turnaround. That time it's no good for Ifani. Rebound Baumstark. Baumstark out to Ward. Ward up the court. Gets it to Diallo. 3 over Campbell. That's no good. Nice contest there by Shamrock. Pedra gets the board. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell takes it up the court. Now Hillman, far side. Hillman, entry pass. It's Okeke. Okeke on the drive. Little turnaround off the glass. No good. Can't get the roll. Baumstark gets the rebound. Gets it up to Ward. Quiet offensive first half thus far for both teams. Slovankinen tries to step in the passing lane. England kicks. It's Diallo on the drive. A foul called.
Daniel, I think Carroll's going to have to get Jovan more involved. He's not getting enough touches, and when he is getting it, he's a little bit too unselfish right now. He needs to look for his a little bit more than he has, and not be a gunner, but right now they need his offense.
And you find him on the cuts.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot off the dribble, and you find him cutting to the hoop. Jones just checked in for Tech. Got it up top, passes it to Ward. Ward near side, gets the screen from Larson. Nice roll by Larson, but nothing doing. Ward takes it in, pump fakes, loses the ball, out of bounds. It'll be Carroll basketball. Another good defensive possession there by the Saints. Well, I tell you, if there's one thing happening right now in this game, both teams are playing great defense.
They really are.
Full timeout called by Coach Hyatt. 22-20. The Saints lead by 2. 5:44 left in the first half. We will be back here in 60 seconds on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
So you made the decision to own a handgun. Then you made the next logical choice to go to Range 406. Because Range 406 knows that owning a handgun comes with responsibility. Range 406 helps you fulfill those responsibilities with information on safety instructions on how to operate your handgun. From home protection to competitive target practice, Range 406 can help you get the most out of your handgun. Range 406, the mostly green building, just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Glass Chance Gulf in Helena.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here with Gary Turcott inside the Brad Schmidt All-State Insurance broadcast booth, bringing you Carroll College basketball. Game 2 of today's Frontier Conference doubleheader in the PE Center. 22-20. The Saints leading right now in what's been Coach Turcott a very defensive ball game.
Yeah, and Tech has done a good job of neutralizing Jovan Slovakin, who, he's a one-man wrecking crew when he gets going, and he hasn't really been able to get enough touches. Tech's doing a good job of keeping his hands off the basketball.
Campbell up the court, out of the timeout for the Saints. He hands it off to Slovankinen. Slovankinen goes in, little turnaround baby hook, no good off the rim that time for Jovan. Ward will take it up the court after the outlet from Baumstark. Ward near side. Brown back to Ward up top. Now Collins drives, that's Brown. Brown goes over the top to Baumstark, and a foul called that time. That'll be on Slovankinen.
Baumstark's had a lot of rebounds. We're going to have to check on his numbers. But he's been a force here this first half.
Man, he is long.
He is 6'8" and long.
Yes. Wingspan's got to be close to 7 feet, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I mean, he's a whole 2 inches taller than Ifani.
Baumstark kicks up top to Ward. Now Brown. Brown, 3. Off the rim, no good. Bridger Larson inbounds, gives it back to Markeith Brown. Brown drives in, finds a cutter, and it's stolen by Campbell. Campbell gets to Hillman in transition. Hillman, and is fouled. Nice to see Hillman back out there, man. That's Ward getting called for the foul there. That's his second. Pager will head to the bench. Flowers will come give him a break. Hillman will inbound from the baseline now. Flowers. Campbell now back to Flowers. Finds a cutting Campbell. Campbell pump fakes. Kicks it out. Okeke posting up now. Puts up a turnaround, and he knocks it in. Ifani Okeke.
He's having a nice game. Dennis and Okeke have come to play. They have been Carroll's most consistent players today.
Jones, top of the key, it's Baumstark. Baumstark to Larson now, top of the key. Larson drives, kicks. Diallo, 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound by Ifani Okeke. Here come the Saints up to the other end of the floor. Okeke all over the court for the Saints. He gets it back on the wing, gets it to Flowers. Flowers drives. Hillman this time on the cut, kicks it out. Okeke. Here comes Okeke in traffic. Finger roll blocked by Baumstark. But here comes Campbell on the O board. Tips it out again. Hillman, 3. Welcome back, Johnny Hillman from downtown. In the excitement from the bench that their teammate is back out there knocking down shots is contagious, Coach. Tech to the other end. Diallo, cross-court pass to Jones. Jones drives. It's stolen by Hillman. Hillman doing it at both ends. He passes it over to Flowers. Here comes Flowers up the floor for the Saints. Flowers guarded by Jones. On the drive, pulls it back out. Top of the key, now to Campbell. Campbell to Slavankinen. Slavankinen pump fakes, drives, puts up a runner. Off the rim, it's no good, but a rebound brought down. A foul on the rebound, I should say. That one's on Jovan Slavankinen. Temple will check in. I believe Jovan will get a break here.
That's his second foul.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be careful, yeah.
3:07 on the first half. I imagine Coach won't chance it these last couple minutes because you can't have Jovan going into the second half with 3 fouls.
Nope.
Drew Hughes taking it up the court. Hughes working to the near side. Passes it to Diallo. Back to Hughes on the wing. Hughes guarded by Flowers. Passed it into England. England posting up on Okeke. Goes up with a baby hook. No good. Nice defense there by Okeke, and he gets the rebound. Here comes Campbell up the floor. Pass it up to Flowers. Flowers on the drive. Kicks. Okeke. Nice little crossover. Takes it inside. Turn around. Little scoop shot. No good. Rebound Temple. Temple goes back up with it, and that one is in. And there it is. He doesn't hesitate, and he gets 2 points.
Yeah.
Diallo, near side on the wing. Entry pass to England. Out to Jones. Now here comes Hughes. Hughes on the drive. Puts up a runner. It's no good. Rebound Hillman. Hillman leading the charge in transition. Rips it across the court. Flowers thinks about the 3. Takes it inside, crossover around England. Fadeaway jumper over Baumstark. I tell you, Baumstark and England waiting in there, and Flowers missed the shot, but he took him on with no fear. Hughes to the other end, gets it to Jones. Now England up top, guarded by Okeke. Pass it to the far side. Here's Diallo. Diallo, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound brought down by Okeke.
Okeke has had a big part of the surge that Carroll's had. Defensively, changing shots, rebounding, offensive, making good passes.
I'd say he's having an impact similar to what we saw from Jamie Pickens in the women's game today.
There you go. Yep.
Both ends. Okeke on the wing this time. Inside, he passes it to Temple. Temple faces up, now turns around, fadeaway jumper over Baumstark off the glass and good for 2.
No hesitation.
That's a
just
great
go.
move by
just
Temple.
Go. Yeah,
There's players in the NBA who can't do that
move.
Christian Jones, far side. Pass it into England. England picks up his dribble, kicks it out. Hughes open 3 from the corner. Nice job by Flowers getting out there to get a hand up on it. Rebound brought down by Temple. Temple outlet pass to Flowers. Flowers takes it across midcourt now for the Saints. Flowers off the dribble, works inside, kicks. Campbell on the drive, pulls it back out, and calls a timeout. Heads up move there by Shamrocks. They'll get that ball from the sideline. Coach Paulson will call for a 30-second timeout. So, Coach, we'll go ahead and keep it right here. But the Saints now, quietly, they've emerged into an 11-point lead here. They were just up by 4 just a moment ago. But now, a little run, and they're in a good position.
The 2 post players, Okeke and
Temple.
And Temple, there you go, thank you. Those 2 have really the last 4 or 5 minutes, actually a little more than that, about 8 minutes, have really kind of turned this thing around. And it's just, I look up there, and 20 points for the Orediggers. That's isn't that a bit of a shock?
Just like Coach Paulson said, I recruit length.
Yeah.
Well, it's making a difference right now for the Saints basketball team. The Saints will take the court. I said Paulson because Kurt was walking out there with him. Looked like he was going to get ready to get down and run this set offensively, but he makes his way back to the bench. The Saints will inbound out of the timeout. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 50 on the game clock here in the first half. Okeke on the elbow, passes it to Temple. Temple up top to Flowers now. Flowers gets the screen. Works inside. Here's Flowers on the drive. Kick open 3 for Shamrock Campbell, and he buries it. 34-20, they lead by 14, and what a beautifully designed play there to get that open three.
And Dennis with a real nice drawn kick.
23 seconds on the shot clock, 26 on the game clock. Saints lead by 14, 34-20. Diallo drives, passes it out to England. England to Collins on the elbow. Back to England. Here's the drive. England posting up. Nice help D. Diallo, three. Nice closeout by Pedro. Rebound, OKK. 5 seconds on the clock. Campbell will get it across the court. Pass it off Flowers from half court, off the glass, and no good at the horn. And your score after one half of basketball, Carroll College 34, Montana Tech 20. Coach Turcotte and I will have the halftime show coming up next here, but for now, it's a 14-point Saints lead. We'll step away for 2 minutes, and when we come back, Carroll halftime show. You're listening to Saints basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. 34-20, the Saints lead.
The term volatility may sound like it's bad, but it's just a way to measure changes in the price of an investment over time. Do you know how compound interest works, or the difference between annual percentage rates and annual percentage yields? Because there's so much to learn, on our website we offer EverFi, adult financial education, and Bonsai, a financial literacy program for kids and teachers. Because the more you understand finance, the better. Working together for you. First Community Bank, member FDIC.
It's the classic showdown, folks. Maintenance versus repair. Who will win this fight?
Right away, maintenance comes out swinging, oiling and lubricating, really getting it done, Bob.
That leaves repair in a tough position with everything in working order. Repair can't do much damage.
Oh, and here comes maintenance with his regular schedule.
And maintenance defeats repair with a knockout.
Regularly schedule your maintenance with DJ's Automotive. Brakes, fluids, oil changes, and tune-ups. DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to his riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what he has. Good news is God owns it all. If he doesn't have what you need, he can create it.
School is back in session, and it's time to start rallying around those high school heroes, students. Know a high schooler who excels in the classroom, who exemplifies school and community spirit? Nominations for the Mattress Firm Student of the Year are now being accepted. A new student will be selected each week of the fall and spring semesters, and they'll not only get a chance to share their story live on Tutel and Nuanez each Friday, but they'll also have a chance to get a college scholarship at the end of the school year. Submit your Mattress Firm Student Athlete of the Week to mattressfirmmt.com.
This is your home for the Saints. Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com. Now, the Saints halftime show. Once again, Daniel Sally.
34-20, the Saints in the driver's seat over Montana Tech here at the break as I bring Coach Turcotte back in inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth. We're going to go ahead and look at the stats, and Coach Turcotte, I think the first thing to look at is field goal percentages. In Montana Tech, they're 2 of 11 from 3, shooting 18%. They're 9 of 28 from the field, shooting 32%. You look over at Carroll. Carroll's 14 of 29 from the field. That's 48%. And 5 of 9 from 3 at 55%. So you can tell the shot selection's been very calculated for Carroll. A couple, ho-hums here and there. But one thing Carroll's done well defensively is they've affected almost every shot. Tech's not getting wide open looks by any means, I'd say.
Well, that's exactly right. I'll tell you what jumped out to me, Daniel. Diallo has, he's got 9 points, and Taylor England has 9 points, and Montana Tech has 20 points. So those two guys, and they're the best players. They got 18 of the 20. Nobody else, they got one other field goal. Nate Ward's got one field goal, and nobody else has made one. Or been able to get anything going. Just the team defense of Carroll has been very solid, holding Montana Tech, a good offensive team, to 20 points and a half. Now, I thought Tech did have some open threes that they missed.
Yeah, some nice late closeouts though.
Yeah,
by the Saints.
yeah. But yeah. And then I thought, the latter part of the first half, maybe the last 7 minutes of the half, I thought Ifani, Okeke, really came in and gave Carroll a huge lift. We're talking about somebody coming off the bench, and the effort he made, 6 rebounds. I don't know how many shots he changed, 3 for 7, 6 total points. He gave him a big lift, and then when that happened, then Brandon Temple, he got his confidence up. He quit hesitating, and he started going, and he helps. And then another solid half, and that's about 3 or 4 solid halves in a row by Dennis Flowers.
Yes.
Who was playing inconsistently early, but not right now.
He's
playing
nuclear.
very well.
I mean, these last few games, he's been magnificent.
Yeah.
And one point I wanted to make, and I think it's funny, I don't know if we jinxed it or what, Coach, but before the game, all our talk was that the deep team in this game, the team with the most depth, was Montana Tech. And, of course, now we look at the stats, and Tech had 3 guys score. And Carroll, you look at them, and they've got points from every single one of their guys who's played except for Murat. So that's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys have scored for the Saints. Not a single guy in double figures either. I mean, they're just moving that ball around. 7 points, Dennis Flowers leading the way, but 6 for Shamrock, 6 for Ifani. And, I mean, Jovan last night, he had 18 at half. Now he's got 2. 3 points for Johnny Hillman. Welcome back to him. But, I mean, the depth showing from the Saints this week, I think it's just a testament to how much better some of these guys have gotten, the improvement that this team has made these last 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, when and Montana Tech's game plan was to take Jovan Slavakanen out of the game, they did. They really did a nice job of it. But when you lock on and face guard a guy like that, and you're a no-help defender, then it makes it harder to play team defense and stop all the other guys. And I kind of think that was a bit of a factor with some of these other guys having the opportunity to step up, especially on dribble penetration, where there's more room in there when one of your guys is out face guarding a guy 30 feet from the basket. There's more room to penetrate in there and make plays.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. 34-20, the Saints lead by 14 over Tech here at the half. When we come back, we'll do a little looking ahead at the second half, as we only got 20 more minutes left of basketball in what's been a great weekend of hoops here at the PE Center. For now, 14-point Saints lead. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Hunting season is over. Winter is coming, and for you hunters or recreational shooters, don't forget about the 8 indoor shooting lanes at Range 406. It's the finest place in Helena for target practice, with 5 rifle lanes and 3 pistol lanes. Best of all, you don't have to worry about bad weather. Now is the time to do your practicing inside at Range 406. It can also be a great family event. Bring in the whole brood to Range 406, the mostly green building just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
Great games, great snacks, great customer service, lots of great winners, and one cranky Ron. Hi, this is Jenny from the Gold Island Casino. There is nothing that gets us more excited than watching our customers hit a big payout. And we all know it drives Ron crazy, but we love it. We've got all the newest games with all the fun bonus rounds, especially on our Montana Golds. So fun. Come see us, get a drink, hit a jackpot, and say "Nan Nanny Boo Boo" to Ron. It'll make our day. Gold Island Casino, next to the Dollar Store in Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rucker's, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rucker's has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to His riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what He has. Good news is God owns it all. If He doesn't have what you need, He can create it.
This is Saints Game Day, driven by Placer Motors on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Daniel Sally back here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined by the Hall of Famer Gary Turcotte, bringing you the Carroll halftime show. 34-20, the Saints lead right now over Montana Tech. I mean, looking ahead to the second half for the Saints, you know, they were a little slow out of the gates, Coach, offensively, but it seems like they really put it together, started to find their shots towards the end of the half. They just got to keep that momentum going, I think.
Well, they played awfully well. They played awfully good defense, and they made some good adjustments to what Tech was doing. If I'm Coach Hughes, I've got to be looking at the kid from Lawrence.
Camden Lawrence.
I got to see him saying, you know, we just scored 20 points, and I got a guy on my team that maybe he doesn't play as good at defense. He's just a freshman, but that guy can fill it up. Be interesting to see. He did not play that first half, but it'll be interesting to see if they go to him, because we saw him. Of course, it was fourth quarter points, and in a game that was a blowout. But we saw, I mean, he has a facility to score, and I'll be looking to see if Adam doesn't go to him early.
Yeah, I mean, Lawrence, I mean, you talk about a spark off the bench, and you look at some of the, I mean, just comparing this to NBA basketball, you look at some of the teams and their spark players they have. These are guys who get 6 Man of the Year awards. You look at Utah now, Jordan Clarkson. You look at what Lou Williams has made a living doing, as well as Jamal Crawford for almost the last 20 years. You need guys who, even if they lack in other areas, can come off the bench and score points. Because sometimes some of your guys in the starting five aren't going to have it that night. Yeah. You need those buckets, and that's what Tech is looking for right now. So I'm with you, Gary. I think we are going to see some Lawrence in the second half. You know, and the other guards on this team, you know, we saw Diallo put together a pretty solid first half. He had a couple stretches where he got real hot. But Markeith Brown, and I've been surprised last couple nights that Markeith Brown hasn't done much for Tech.
Yeah.
That first game we played in Tech, Markeith Brown was a lights-out three-point shooter.
He was.
So he's a guy who I'm going to look for, as well as Nate Ward. I mean, Ward in this starting five and Christian Jones, I mean, they're going to need their guards to step it up. Ifeanyi Okeke and Brennan Temple are doing such a good job limiting post touches and contesting those baskets and those shot attempts from down low. I mean, the guard play is crucial in the second half for Montana Tech, if you ask me.
Well, it really is. It just these games are they're won in the second half. Rarely, you know, what happens in the first half, I'm not saying it's unimportant, but what happens is the first 3 minutes of the second half and then crunch time. And, you know, we'll see what adjustments Coach Hyatt makes and what adjustments Coach Paulson makes.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd rather be starting this half up 14 than down 14.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a nice performance. And, you know, we heard Coach Paulson say on the pregame interview that, you know, he just wants his guys to be ready to go. The preparation's so important. You know, I was talking to him about how he's starting off the games because they had such a hot start last night. Well, they did it again today, and even though it wasn't as explosive right from the beginning, the outcome was the same. It's just, yeah, they were up by 14 yesterday too. This time it's just a little low scoring, but they're still up in this big lead, and I think Coach Paulson's he's gotten these guys to buy in. They've just been ready to go these last few games.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch.
We're going to go ahead and take another 2-minute timeout. But when we come back, we'll have second half action for you. 34-20. It's a 14-point Saints lead. 20 minutes of basketball to be played. Coach Paulson and the Saints are looking to put this thing away. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom. Stop in today for fantastic sale prices on our great selection of quality name brand sofas, love seats, sectionals, recliners, tables, and more. And if you need a new bed, you'll love the fantastic prices and incredible comfort you'll find on our complete selection of extremely affordable therapeutic beds. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Don't miss January clearance savings at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2021 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The 2021 Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in to your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, the RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 15 models featuring available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
When you need it, rent it at A1. A1 Rentals.
Got projects? Make a stop at A1 Rental. They've got what you need. Sheetrock lifts and texture machines, floor sanders, grinders and polishers for wood and concrete floors, heaters, electric and propane, carpet cleaners too. Located at 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1. A1 Rentals.
KIMO HD 3000, K235BW Helena. Super hits of the 60s, 70s, and more. And still your home for the Carroll College Saints. Rewind 94.9.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here with Coach Gary Turcotte bringing you second half action, 34-20. It's a 14-point Carroll lead, and the Saints will start with the ball here for the second half. Pedra inbounds. Flowers will be taking up the floor. Starting 5 on the court for Coach Paulson. It's Flowers, Slovankin, and Pedra, Temple, and Campbell for Tech. Collins, Baumstark, England, Ward, and Diallo. Top of the key, Dennis Flowers. Shot clock down to 15. Gets it up top to Campbell. Tech playing some aggressive defense start out this half, and a foul called already on Darius Collins. Shot clock will reset to 20. One foul on Tech. That's Collins' first on the game as well. Pedra to inbound from the far side. Top of the key, Campbell off the screen. Up top, Pedra. Flowers to Slovankin, 3 from Slovankin, no good off the back rim, and it's rebounded by Nate Ward. Diallo, far side.
Geez, good defense by Dennis there.
Yeah, Flowers cut him off baseline. Now Ward on the wing, passed it into Baumstark. Baumstark posting up, kicks it out. Drive, Diallo puts it up on the run, no good off the rim. Rebound brought down by Slovankin. Here comes Campbell. Campbell to Pedra, near side on the wing. Flowers on the drive, picks up his dribble, pass it over to Slovankin, near side. Slovankin takes it in, kicks, Pedra, corner 3. Off the rim, off the top of the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound brought down by Brendan Temple. Ball's out of bounds, last touch by Baumstark. He deflected it out of bounds there, and the Saints will inbound. 17 seconds off the shot clock. Saints getting themselves some more chances here.
And I think Pedra needs to look for his shot a little bit more, especially later in the shot clock when the balls come around to him and he's got a pretty good look.
Pedra over the top, gets it into Temple.
It's hard to do that when you're a freshman. It really is.
Temple on the elbow, pass it out to Pedra, back to Temple. Temple drives baseline, cut off by Baumstark, pass it across Campbell, little hook shot, no good. Rebound brought down by Baumstark, and he's fouled, I believe, by Slovankin.
And that is his third.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Yo get some rest. I'd imagine Ufani's going to come give him a breather here soon. Not yet, but soon. Ward up the court. Works in far or near side. Ward drives up the key, puts it up. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Baumstark, and it's brought down by Slovankin. Here comes Slovankin up the court. Here's a drive from Flowers, dumps it off. Temple off the glass, no good. Rebound, Temple again, puts it back up and puts it in for 2. 36-20, Saints lead up to 16. That's the first bucket of this second half. Diallo to Ward, that's Collins over the top. England finds Baumstark. Baumstark goes up with it, no good. A foul called on the shot, though, I think on Temple.
Foul on Brendan Temple is second. Team second. 2 free throws, Cody Baumstark.
Baumstark will step to the free throw line to shoot 2. As he does that, Carroll Basketball is brought to you in part by Furniture Showroom. Why pay more? Every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings at Furniture Showroom. John Lagerquist, Realtor at Century 21 Heritage Realty, serving all your real estate needs from homes, commercial farms, ranches, and land. Call John at 439-0650. Baumstark's first free throw up and no good. Also, the Overland Express Restaurant serving Helena family dinners along with their famous hot wings since 1975. Try them tomorrow night. Also, Range 406, Helena's premier gun and hunting equipment store, along with 8 indoor shooting ranges for your enjoyment. The bright green building on the way to the bowling alley. Baumstark's second free throw up and good. Bridger Larson checking in. I should mention, Coach, but we got a little pause and play. Congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who will be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. A little late on that one, but congratulations to Tom Brady and co. As Flowers takes it up the other end, and he loses it, puts up a runner, and the ball will be going the other way. Ward, here he comes the other way. It's no good. Rebound, Pedra. So a couple back and forth transition misses for both teams. Malachi Afwork will head to the scorer's table. Get ready to check in for the Saints. Pedra to Okeke down low. KK back up top. Now it's Dennis Flowers. Flowers on the drive. Puts up a runner off the glass. What a beautiful touch on that layup, Coach.
Great angle, up way high up on the board.
Polished. Polished
Yeah.
is what that was.
Yeah.
38-21. Taylor England inside. Passes it across the key. Nate Ward, 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound, Ifeani Okeke. Nice timing on that one. And Okeke looks to be in a little bit of pain. But
A lot of rebounds by Okeke.
He's going up and down a lot
Yeah.
today. Campbell near side. Inside, gets it to Slavankinen. Slavankinen posts up. Okeke, Pedra drives and one. Guy Pedra. Passed up the 3, took it baseline, got the contact and kissed it off the glass.
Well, you know, you've been telling me that he is wiry strong. He is stronger. He's kind of skinny, but that took some strength right there.
I think he's got good core strength, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Because he can just kind of stand in there. He keeps his posture real tight when he's going up with the ball. He doesn't flail at all. Pedra at the line, looking to complete the 3-point play. Puts it up and knocks it in. Like you said, he's got to look for a shot a little more. Well, there he is looking for a shot, and it pays off. I tell you, he's got good energy when he completes those plays, though. He loves celebrating with his teammates. Taylor England up top, passes it off to Nate Ward. Ward to the wing. Inside it's Taylor England. Afwork gets his hands in there, tries to force a tie-up, but a foul called on Malachi Afwork.
Now that was a clear out that Tech ran there to try to take away all the help side defense by Carroll, and they almost, they got the foul.
Ward to inbound. Inside Diallo, posting up on Campbell. Afwork tries to get his hands in there, force another tap. This time it's deflected out of bounds off Afwork. Afwork playing some aggressive defense right now. I like what he brings off the bench.
Well, he doesn't back down. He's not. He's small. He's small in stature, but he.
England gets the inbound, posts up on Okeke. Little baby hook off the glass. Nice move there by Taylor England for the bucket.
He used his strength there.
Yeah.
He's a wide shoulders. I mean, he gets those shoulders turned on you. You're not going to get around him.
Afwork, top of the key. Inside to Okeke. Okeke squaring up. Collins passes out. Now Campbell. Campbell with a step back jumper, and he knocks it down, and wow. That was quick.
Very quick.
Ooh. Ward to the other end. Gets it to England. Now Collins. Collins on the drive. Cut off by Campbell. Last touch by Campbell. Out of bounds. It'll be Tech basketball. There's Camden Lawrence.
Yeah.
The bell tolls for thee. We've been calling for it.
We'll see what he does.
Ooh,
of course,
inbound.
he's got Shamrock guarding him, which is, that's
tough scene.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. Inside, Taylor England. Long 2, no good. Larson can't get the rebound, but who else gets it but Malachi Afwork? I tell you, he rebounds, he passes, he dribbles, he defends. He can do it all. He's another guy. He's a redshirt freshman. He's got a bright future ahead of him in this program. Afwork near side, it's Campbell. High ball screen, Slovankin. Campbell back to Jovan. Here's Slovankin on the drive. Pull up, Jay from the elbow, no good. He gets his own rebound, though. Puts up a little turnaround. Baby hook, nice little spin on that ball, and Jovan knocks in for 2. And just like that, the Saints are up by 22 points, 45-23. And, you know, it's hard to believe because it doesn't seem like they're scoring that much, but then you realize Tech isn't scoring at all. The Saints defense has got them in a box. England posting up on Okeke, throws it across the court to Lawrence. Lawrence drives baseline. Nice cutoff by Okeke, and there's a turnover by
And I don't know why Lawrence turned down that shot, because he wasn't turning them down last night. Coach brought you in to shoot it, and you know how to do that.
Baumstark checking in. England will get a break, and looks like Bridger Deedon, another one of the young guys on this Tech team. He's a redshirt freshman out of Hellgate, checking in. Affelwork taking it up the floor for the Saints. He's guarded by Lawrence. Affelwork to Campbell. High ball screen from Slovankin. Campbell out, Slovankin drives, kicks, back to Campbell. Now to Affelwork on the far wing. They look back at Slovankin again. He drives, dumps it off. Okeke, turnaround, off the rim. It's no good. Rebound pulled in by Darius Collins. Ward up the court, gets it to Lawrence. Lawrence, Baumstark now, over to Collins. Across the court, three-pointer, Lawrence, there it is. Wow, nothing but net. That guy can knock him down.
Yep.
30-second timeout called by Tech. Extended to a media, so we'll take it as well. Carroll leads by 20, 45-25. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Carroll Basketball on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
Only the best for a new, healthier you in 2021. J.D. Power's 2020 #1 in customer satisfaction. That's now 3 out of 4 years. The new Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic responds to snoring automatically. So no more nudging or opting for the couch. It's time to experience a better you. Get $300 in Mattress Firm bonus cash, plus an exclusive 365-night comfort guarantee on your new Tempur-Pedic.
Mattress Firm, where it's easy to get a great night's sleep.
Hello out there in Radio Land. This is Devin from the Gold Island Casino. It's always a good time here at the island with exciting games, a great player incentive program, tasty snacks and drinks, and lots of winning. I believe we have the best customers ever, so it's always pretty fun to come to work, and it's always a blast to hand out the winnings. I don't know if I'm on board with the whole Let's Make Ron Cranky campaign. I mean, he's a decent guy and everything. Who am I kidding? I love giving his money away. So come see me, Devin, on the night shift at Gold Island Casino, next to the dollar store in the Northgate Plaza. The luck starts here.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here inside the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance broadcast booth, joined by Coach Turcotte, 45-25. Saints lead by 20. 13:45 left in the ball game. Well, it's been a fun ball game here from the PE Center this afternoon. Affelwork off the screen, takes it up the court. He gets it back to Campbell. Campbell drives, kicks, Pedra, now up top to Slovankin. Slovankin takes it inside, little spin move, puts up a jumper, and he knocks it in. Nice jumper there by
Tough
Jovan.
shot. He just really nice shooter's touch there. That was a tough shot.
Deedon up top, the other end, passes it to Collins on the wing. Collins, step back, 3. That's not the shot you want. Early on in the shot clock there, Slovankin gets it to Affelwork. Now Pedra back to Affelwork. Affelwork gets it up top. It's Campbell. Affelwork drives, kicks. Campbell, 3. And that one is good, and Slovankin knew it. He threw those three fingers up.
That is such good ball movement. It really is.
These guys are playing good this weekend, man. You talk about, I mean, just 5 parts working together as one, poetry in motion, however you want to describe it. It's been excellent. Coach Paulson should be very proud of how his team's playing so far this weekend. Lawrence with the runner, no good. Rebound, Baumstark, he goes back up with it. That's no good. Bridger Dean with the rebound. He's fouled by Slovankin and gets the bucket as well.
Is that 4 on Jovan?
Yes.
That was a silly foul, Jovan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
We'll head to the bench. Media timeout called, so we'll go ahead and take another quick break. 50-27. The Saints in the lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
On the rink or on the lake, Play It Again Sports can upgrade your skating season. If your hockey gear doesn't fit, trade it in for new. Play It Again Sports has the latest and greatest in hockey gear, and they're the only authorized CCM and Bauer dealers in Helena. Maybe you're working your way up a spin or an axle in the figure skating arena. Play It Again Sports has new and used skates to fit your demand. They also do skate sharpening. Once you step on the ice, nothing else matters. Get ready now at Play It Again Sports, your skating headquarters, next to Mackenzie River Pizza.
Are you totally bored with your dining habits during these times we're contending with? Well then, it's time to break away from that boredom and get yourself to the Overland Express for lunch or dinner. The Overland always has the right food that will satisfy even the most bored person around. And after your meal, you'll once again be a happy camper. Social distancing is being observed, but there is still room to serve you. The Overland Express, serving Helena since 1975. Now on DoorDash.
Back from the timeout, Daniel Sally here, joined by Gary Turcotte, 50-27. Saints in the lead with 12:27 left to go. Bridger Deedon will step to the free throw line to try and finish off his three-point play.
Daniel, do you remember Bridger Deedon at Hellgate?
Yes, absolutely.
Was he a kind of a stretch four type guy? What was he?
Well, I mean, it was really just four moving parts around Raleigh Wooster when they were playing. But they had a guy, I think his name was Dylan Holst, who's kind of their swingman, like small forward who could just jump out of the gym. I think he was a track guy. And Deedon, yes, played the four, and he would go to work. I mean, he'd kind of do everything. He's a pretty good rebounder, but could play outside offensively. Nice pickup for Tech, and I mean he redshirted last year, so I assume he's put some weight on as well. As Temple gets the bucket out of the timeout from Dennis Flowers. Nice assist there by Dennis.
Tech jumped into a zone that time. They don't like to play very much zone, but
inside it's Deedon. Deedon posting up on OKK. Up and under, no good. Rebound by Temple. Jump ball, possession arrow favors Tech. Diallo inbound from the baseline. Camden Lawrence going baseline and one for Camden Lawrence. Couple silly fouls there, back-to-back possessions for the Saints.
Well, just looking at Tech's basketball team, you know, Lawrence just is a freshman, but he did play for Jeff Hayes, so I know he knows how to guard. I think he's got to be a starter. He's just a different level of offense.
Yeah. Lawrence's first free throw up, and he completes the three-point play. But I mean, I think you're right, Coach, and he's only a freshman, like you said. But you know, that's the jump that Coach Paulson had to make with Guy too.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Some of these other guys just aren't they're not getting it done, and that kid, you know, he's instant offense.
And like you said, he played for Jeff Hayes. You play for Jeff Hayes, you know how to guard.
Yeah.
Top of the key, it's Campbell. Campbell near side, Pedra. Now Temple. Temple thinks about it, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Flowers. Flowers up top to Pedra. Pedra back to Flowers. Three-pointer from the wing. Oh, can't get the roll. Nice look there for Dennis. Okeke gets the O board, though. Back to Flowers. Saints setting up the play with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Campbell near side. Pedra. Okeke inside. Nice high-low pass to Temple. Temple shot up, no good, and a foul called. Temple will go to line to shoot two.
And Carroll, good patience that time against the zone. They said, okay, you know, we don't have to shoot threes against this. We can go inside, get at the high post, dump it down the low post.
Here comes Temple up to the line. Ready to shoot his first here. It's up and in and out, no good. He'll shoot one more.
And Coach Paulson is putting Jovan in with 11 minutes to go, and Jovan with 4 fouls. Jovan's got to be real smart. No block shots.
Shots up, and it's good from Temple. I think smart's a good choice of words as opposed to careful.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can't really be careful when you play basketball. You just got to get out and play ball. Near side, Tech basketball. Here's the drive, far side, up and no good on the shot for Hughes. Hughes will go to the line though and shoot free throws.
Team 6. 2 free throws, Drew Hughes.
Hughes steps to the line. Carroll basketball and Rewind 94.9 is brought to you in part by Mike Miller State Farm Insurance at 900 North Last Chance Gulch. Featuring insurance for auto, home, property, business, health, and others. Call Mike at 442-9900. First free throw up and no good. Also, DJ's Automotive, here for you and your wheels. Play It Again Sports, your ski and snowboard rental headquarters, and First Community Bank working together for you. Second free throw also no good. The tough break at the line there for Hughes.
Well, they both rattled. He just kind of got the front lip of both of them.
Campbell gets it up the court. Near side, it's Schlavankinen. Now Temple in the corner. Temple drives, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Jovan. Now Campbell up top. Campbell back to Schlavankinen. Schlavankinen kicks, swings it around. It's Flowers. Here's Flowers on the drive off his foot, but OKK picks it up. Now they got to go cross court, out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock. As Campbell looks up to the clock, the Saints will inbound, I think, from the near sideline. They'll have Jovan inbound, and Coach Paulson's going to call a 30-second timeout, and
he's got
something up his sleeve. Yeah.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
I imagine it's got to be Shamrock or Dennis leaking open for a jumper.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised, too, if they kind of go over the top and look for Ifani cutting to the hoop.
2 seconds isn't very much time. And Montana Tech, they've been playing zone. I would think they would stay in the zone, but maybe with 2 seconds they might come out and play one possession of man.
I mean, call me greedy. I might just be. This might just be something I want to see. Probably not the best idea, but I wouldn't mind them drawing up a lob play here out of the timeout.
Yeah.
Get some fireworks going. Take the air out of the building. We'll see what happens here as Tech takes the court. It'll be the same 5 out there: Temple, OKK, Schlavankinen, Flowers, and Campbell. Flowers will inbound. Looks like they're running a little box play. 2 guys on the elbows, 2 guys on the blocks. And they'll get it inside. It's Campbell, 3, fadeaway, off the rim, no good.
Got a pretty good look.
Yeah, not bad. For 2 seconds, like you mentioned, that's not a lot of time. Hughes up top, England. England thinks about the 3, puts it on the ground, kicks it out. With it is Diallo. Diallo pulls up for a jumper off the rim and gets the roll. Nice shooter's bounce there from Diallo. It's a 20-point Carroll lead, 53-33, with 9:51 on the clock here in this ball game.
And Tech now coming back to their man-to-man defense. This is the best. That's what they do the best.
Flowers on the drive, takes it in, beats traffic, stumbles a little bit, but flicks it in off the glass and good for 2. Nice play there by Dennis. England to Lawrence. England out, Diallo, top of the key, Lawrence 3, and he knocks it down.
And that didn't have very much room there.
He's good, man.
Yeah.
And when he was playing at Big Sky, too, as a junior, there wasn't a lot of talent around him on that team, and he would just, it was must-see TV. It didn't matter who was playing around him because it was the Camden Lawrence show every night. The guy just can hoop. Temple inside, posting up. Little baby hook with his right, and
that's
in
nice.
for 2.
Very nice.
57-36. The Saints keep answering. Well, if they start going bucket for bucket here, Carroll's in a good position, up 21 with 8:45 on the clock. Across the key, pump fake. Here's a drive, and a foul called. Going to the hoop with it was Hughes.
Foul on Dennis Flowers. It's
Fouls on Dennis Flowers.
And that is 7 fouls on the Saints, so he will have the front end. And he just missed 2 free throws, so he doesn't. And I think he's a pretty good shooter. In fact, I've seen him shoot the ball really well.
Great opportunity for him to knock down a couple free throws. And he makes the first.
Oh, they gave him 2. They said that was a shooting foul.
Gotcha.
That took a little pressure off him.
Yeah, well, he knocked down the first. Still kind of around that front rim area. And it's no good that time.
His free throw just a little flat. And I know his dad has told him that about 20 times.
OKK up to the top. Slavankinen with it now. Finds a cutting Campbell off the glass. And talking about the point forward, Jovan Slavankinen. That's some good court vision right there.
You know, his dad, Brad Hughes, you know, in addition to being the coach at Montana State, he played at Tech.
Inside. Goes up with it. It's England.
Brad was a very good player at Montana Tech, one of the best players ever to play there.
And how are they related to the coach at Northern? Is he their uncle?
Yeah, Brad would be the older brother.
And Adam's the younger one?
Yes. Yeah.
Or not Adam, Sean.
Sean is the younger brother.
And Adam
yeah.
is also from Bozeman, but he went and played for Northern instead of playing at Tech.
Yep.
Gotcha. Adam Hughes had a nice career at Northern. He was a good player.
Yes.
Sean's a good coach up there, too.
Well, he's done a great job. You know, he really has.
59-39. Saints lead by 20. 7:46 left here in the second half. Campbell up top. Coach Paulson gives him a play. Takes a pull-up jumper. Campbell, no good. Rebound brought down Baumstark. Baumstark outlet pass to Diallo. Here comes Diallo up the floor for Tech. Diallo drives, puts it up, and it's good.
That's what he needs. He needs that open court. He needs that room. That's when he can really go.
He plays great in transition. You clog the key up in a half-court offense. That's no good for him. Here's a drive. Slovankin puts it up with his left over. Baumstark off the glass and good.
Oh, that's pretty.
Like we said with Flowers there, some nice touch on that one for Jovan. Kissed it off the top of the glass. You got to get that arc when you're going against someone who's that long, too, like Baumstark. Lawrence kicks it out. Diallo drives, puts up a runner, no good. Rebound brought down by Temple. Temple will get it out to Campbell. Campbell will take it up the floor for the Saints. Campbell slowly but surely working it up. Saints can take their time here. They lead by 20, 6:45 on the clock. Dennis Flowers the third on the drive. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. Off the rim, it's no good. Deflection. Slovankin decides to hold off on going for that offensive rebound. Doesn't need to pick up that fifth foul. He wants to be out there playing ball. Diallo pulls up for three.
Oh, that's
a
tough shot. And he shot that over Okeke from about 25 feet.
I tell you, with Diallo, too, he's got a quick release. He's got a quick handle. I mean, the way he can create his own shot is good. It doesn't matter who's guarding him because he'll just put it up right in your face. It's so fast.
Especially when he's in transition. That's when he wants to go.
He's got the ball on the string.
Yep.
Campbell, high screen from Okeke. He drives, pulls it back out, kicks it. Slovankin and pump fake. Step back, drives, steps through, little sky hook, and he gets the roll.
Really, that's with his right hand. And he's left-hander. That just shouldn't have gone in, and it did.
He can do it all.
It just not supposed to go in, that shot.
He can do it all. Let's see, Slovankin now into double figures with 10. Lawrence, now Hughes with it. Hughes to the corner. Here's a drive. Diallo, step back. Jay, no good. Rebound brought down by Temple. Temple give it to Campbell. Hillman and Guzlakic check in. At the scores table, waiting for the next dead ball. Slovankin takes up the court. He's going to go one-on-one with Baumstark. Put up another hook shot. No good. Rebound brought down by Baumstark. Gets it out to Lawrence. Lawrence on the drive, pulls it back, kicks. Hughes at the wing. Drives in. Loses it. It's stolen by Slovankin. He gets it up to Okeke in transition. Here it comes. He cocks it back and throws it down with force. I've been waiting for him to get a fast break like that all season.
That is some kind of dunk.
You don't see people cock the ball back like that very often. Full timeout called. Let's go ahead and take a quick timeout. Saints lead 65-44 with 4:59 on the clock. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on Rewind 94.90 KCAP.com.
So you made the decision to own a handgun. Then you made the next logical choice to go to Range 406. Because Range 406 knows that owning a handgun comes with responsibility. Range 406 helps you fulfill those responsibilities with information on safety instructions on how to operate your handgun. From home protection to competitive target practice, Range 406 can help you get the most out of your handgun. Range 406, the mostly green building, just 2 blocks from the Ice Palace.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rutgers, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rutgers has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
back from the break. Daniel Sally here, joined by my broadcasting partner and good friend, Coach Turcotte, 65-44. It's a 21-point Saints lead, 4:59 on the clock.
I want the video. I want that on my phone of that dunk.
I'll get it to you.
Okay.
I'll screen grab it and we'll get it to you, Coach. Don't worry. I mean, he cocked that thing back like he was LeBron.
Yes, he did.
He pulled. I mean, his shoulder blades were getting a workout on that one. We'll just leave it at that. Tech out of the timeout, takes up the court. With it is Lawrence. Step back three for Lawrence. That one almost fell. Nice defense there by Campbell. It's Dennis Flowers the third to Campbell. Campbell off the pick. Gets it back to Flowers. Flowers step back, top of the key. With it is Okeke on the drive. Okeke fadeaway, no good. Hillman coming in, trying to get the rebound, but couldn't get it. And Tech ends up with the rebound. Nate Ward takes it up. Bridger Larson hands it off to Lawrence. Lawrence works inside. It's stolen by Okeke. Here comes Okeke in transition. He'll slow it down, pull it back. Give it to Hillman. Hillman, near side. Gets it to Flowers. Flowers finds a cutting Guzlaki, taps it off to Okeke and one. Ifeani Okeke.
Marat with a real nice pass. Yeah, they're just playing so well.
Clicking on all cylinders,
yeah, they
this
are.
team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everyone's just on the same page.
Yeah.
They know where people are going to be. There's no question marks.
I just think Curtis keeps it so simple. What they're trying to do, it's very, very simple. A few concepts, spacing, and a lot about attitude and ball sharing, and the players have just really responded to it.
Okeke at the line, looking to finish his three-point play, and he puts it up and knocks it down. It'll be Tech basketball, and as they take it up, Carroll basketball on Railway 94.9 is brought to you in part by Brad Schmidt, Allstate Insurance at 611 Cedar and Helena, complete insurance agency, auto, home, renters, business, and life. Call Brad at 449-6939. Also, A1 Rentals as Bridger Larson gets inside and puts up a quick bucket. Nice assist there from Nate Ward. Also, Capital City Realty and Property Management. When service matters, call on the home team. And Gold Island Casino. The luck starts here. Kick ball off a Tech player. Carroll will keep it on the baseline, and Brad King will check in. And Coach, we got this sponsorship for Big Sky Plumbing and Heating play of the game, and you have to give it to that dunk by Ifeani.
So far, I don't think there's been some good ones, but that one
he took off from a ways away, man.
Yeah.
Far side, Slavankinen. Slavankinen drives, puts it up with his left, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Brad King. He steps into it, puts it up, no good. Another offensive rebound, King. King and Slavankinen tipping it back and forth to each other and don't get any points for it. So Tech will get it right back. Here's a drive from Ward. Nice little move there, but he kicks it out. Larson takes the three. No good. Pedro tips it to King. Long rebound for the Saints. Flowers will get it now and take it up. Sarah Patton will check in, as well as Jaden Lieberg. Both of them heading to the scorer's table. Flowers inside. King finds a cutting Pedro. Pedro, you can tell as he gets the and one there. Nice play by Pedro. You can tell he's thinking about going up and trying to dunk that.
Well,
he wore that contact.
He's the thing about him. I think the word that I would apply is just solid, and you don't apply that word to freshmen. Solid means you make the simple pass, you do the simple things, you play good defense, you're a good teammate, and you can make plays when you're called upon to do it. And that's what he is, a freshman. I mean, he plays like a senior.
Yeah, he does. I don't know what's in the water down there at Cathedral High down in Southern California, but they've given us some good ones now. Sindhu Diallo, guarded by Patton up top, switched on to Lieberg. Lieberg playing good D outside. Diallo loses control for a second, drives in, puts up a runner over Lieberg. No good. Rebound brought down by Pedra. Gives it to Sarah Patton. Patton will take it up the floor for the Saints. Patton, pass it off to Hillman. Hillman on the drive, kicks. Lieberg with it again. back to Pedra. Hillman with it on the wing. Takes it off the dribble, loses it, and stolen. Darius Collins comes up with it. He's driving, steps through, loses it, instead grabs it back, turn around, baby hook, and good for 2 by Darius Collins. And Coach, talking about Johnny Hillman real quick, the Saints take the ball up 70-48. They lead with a little under 2 minutes here. But Johnny Hillman, you can tell there's some rust he's getting off, but he's played a pretty decent game, I'd say.
Well, this is his first game back, and we've seen him in past years what he can do. He's very strong. I mean, he's another solid basketball player.
Yeah.
He came in here.
And we even said it as a freshman last year.
Yeah, he didn't play like a freshman.
No.
And you just look at his body. He's really strong, and he can guard. And he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's another one that just.
He's kind of built like a running back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taking it up the court is Nate Ward. Just under 1:30 on the clock. 70-48. The Saints looking to go quietly into the night. 3-pointer from Ward is no good. King gets the rebound, gets it up to Patton. Patton up the court. Works to the near side. Looks for a cutting Lieberg, instead pulls it back, passes it over to Hillman. Hillman picks up his dribble, looks to get through traffic, and he is fouled. That'll be the 7th foul, so Hillman will shoot 1 and 1. Afterwork will check in. Oh, I guess I looked too late. That's the 6th.
Yeah, they put that up a little early.
They're ahead of me, man. Down there on the clock, they do a good job. I believe Bill is the guy who does the clock down there. He's quick. Inbounding the ball will be Lieberg. Gets it up top, it's Afterwork. Afterwork. Works to the middle of the court, passes it to the wing. It's Patton again. Patton. Back to Afterwork. Afterwork on the drive. Dumps it out to Guzlakic, out to King. King goes up with it and draws the foul for 2.
And then more unselfish play. Murat, he's passed the ball well in this game. He hasn't had a lot of minutes, but that's 4 or 5 real nice interior passes I've seen him make.
Brad King stepping in the line. First free throw up, it's good. He told me after the game yesterday he's going to take my job one of these days. So
did he?
Maybe Brad King's got a calling and a little radio broadcasting. We'll have to get him up here for a halftime one of these days or something. King's second shot up and good. Makes them both 72-48, 45 seconds left in the ball game. Nate Ward passes it up. John Dual, 3, no good. Long rebound out of bounds. The Saints will get it back. And I imagine the Saints will just kind of dribble this thing out. There's a 5-second difference. We might see Balbonic plague again like we did in the first game.
I had never heard that term.
The NBA Twitter universe is a different breed, Gary. They got names for everything. Oh, Guzlakic takes it up the floor, drives and puts it in for 2. All right, nice bucket there from Murat. Now Tech has it with 15 seconds left. I imagine they'll look for a shot here. Diallo, step back, Jay over Patton, no good. Rebound Lieberg, and now the Saints will dribble it out. Diallo took a hard fall there into the bleachers. And that'll do it for today's action. Your final score, my oh my, Coach Turcotte, 74-48.
We were not expecting that.
No, I mean,
no chance.
Wow. And looking at what happened yesterday, it was, final score of that one was 88-70, 18-point win. I don't think we expected a 26-point win this time around, but I'll be excited to hear what Coach Paulson has to say about this one after the game. On the post-game show built by Builder's First Source. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, but when we come back, Coach T and I will go over the stats, talk to Coach Paulson, all that and much more. Coming up next, Saints win 74-48 here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.
You know that being in the right place at the right time is just part of it. What you do with the opportunity counts just as much. We have some of the lowest home loan rates right now, but without the right experience and guidance to help you make one of your biggest financial decisions, you're just guessing and hoping. When you work with one of our lenders, you'll know you've made the right choice, because having experience, strong networks, and teamwork on your side matters. First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture. It's a new year, and January is the perfect time to shop for store-wide savings on new furniture for your home. At Rutgers, you'll find the largest in-stock selection of home furnishings in the Helena area. Whether you want to furnish one room or your entire house, Rutgers has the selection you want at prices you can afford, and financing is available. Ask for details. Don't miss the January clearance going on now at Rutgers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
The Overland Express welcomes all legislators to the capital city. After a long day of meetings, kick back and relax over great food and beverages. You'll be dining alongside many of your Montana neighbors. The Overland Express is adhering to all COVID-19 rules and regulations. They ask that all their patrons do the same and be safe and considerate of all of us. Enjoy generous servings of the Overland's all-American food in a comfortable setting. Make a date with friends at the Overland Express, serving diners in Helena since 1975.
This is John Lagerquist of Century 21. Sometimes religion can make you feel like it's wrong to be blessed and have resources, but it gives our Heavenly Father pleasure to see you blessed. You may not see how it can happen, but that's not your job. Your job is to believe. You were created to live an abundant life. Scripture says that God will supply all our needs according to His riches. It doesn't say according to your talent or your education or if your boss likes you, if the economy is good, or if there's a pandemic. It's not according to what you have. It's according to what He has. Good news is God owns it all. If He doesn't have what you need, He can create it.
The term volatility may sound like it's bad, but it's just a way to measure changes in the price of an investment over time. Do you know how compound interest works, or the difference between annual percentage rates and annual percentage yields? Because there's so much to learn, on our website we offer EverFi, adult financial education, and Bonsai, a financial literacy program for kids and teachers. Because the more you understand finance, the better. Working together for you. First Community Bank, member FDIC.
It's that time again. A new year, a new you. A great night's sleep is the foundation of a healthier you in 2021. Come find out why Mattress Firm is your place for the best prices and selection on the famous brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and the world-famous Tempur-Pedic. It's time to upgrade your days by getting a great night's sleep. Guaranteed lowest prices and a 365-day comfort guarantee is why Mattress Firm is your place to start the new year out.
Mattress Firm, where it's easy to get a great night's sleep.
This is the Fighting Saints postgame show, brought to you by Builders First Source. Now back to the Brad Schmidt Allstate Insurance booth and Daniel Sally.
Daniel Sally back here on the Carroll postgame show, built by Builders First Source. So we get ready to take a look at the stats. 74-48, a big victory for this Carroll Saints team. And real quick, just looking at how things went. Carroll 31-62 from the field, 50% from the field, 42% from three, shooting 6 of 14 and 6 of 9 from the free throw line. For Tech, they were 35% from the field, 20 of 57, 4 of 19 from three was Montana Tech, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, and not a good shooting night really by any measure for the Orediggers tonight, Coach. As we look at some other team stats, bench scoring, 18 points for Carroll off the bench, 14 for Montana Tech. Points in the paint, Carroll with 36 to Montana Tech's 22 points in the paint. Individual numbers, 13 points from Shamrock, 11 from Ifani and Dennis, 11 points from Guy Pedra, 10 from Jovan Slovankin. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Saints in double figures. And for Tech, their leading scorer was Sindhu Diallo with 16. Here comes Coach Paulson getting ready to join us here. Coach, let me get you your stats. There you go. And I guess first things first, congratulations. Big weekend at home. 2 victories for you guys. I mean, that's got to feel pretty good.
Feels great. We're just going to not get too high and not get too low right now.
One day at a time, huh?
That's right.
At a time. Well, looking at some stats, and I mean, it just seemed like offensively, I know we talked about it before the game and we talked about it last night, but offensively, I mean, high percentage again, shooting 50% from the field, 42% from three. We saw good efficiency on offense last night. We saw it again tonight. I mean, what's the key to that for your team?
The guys are just buying into the ball movement philosophy, and everybody's getting to eat, and we're getting some wins against quality teams. And the recipe is sharing it, throwing it inside. We're getting some great post play out of Temple, and Ifani's really bought into that paint. And that's been one of the biggest differences in us the last month is Ifani's play, and he's buying into the role we need him, and he's clearing the glass, and he's a force down there on defense and offense, and amongst other guys. We got Jovan who can post it now, and Brendan's just improved immensely. And then these bigs off the bench, Murat and Brad's giving us a lift. So it's just a unselfish attitude. That's all it is, Daniel.
And talking about your team defensively, I mean, just for a comparison, dating back, your guys' first game against Tech, if I'm not mistaken, you allowed 82 points. This time around, 48 points allowed by them. You held them to 35% shooting, 21% shooting from the 3-point line. I mean, talk about your guys' not only how they played offensively, moving the ball, but defense-wise, it seemed like the effort was just there, and the guys were just really in sync.
Playing at home is a help with these young guys. That's obviously a big deal. Coach Turcotte taught me everything I know on defense. We use his program for defense, and it's a winning formula. And so we just do what he taught me at Carroll, and that's about it. And we got some kids who are buying into playing hard. Coach
Turcotte, you got anything else to add?
Well, that's nice of you to say, Curtis. But I do love the way you guys play defense, and the help defense, the rotation and the communication. That takes a lot of work. I mean, you've got to work really hard at practice to get kids to do that. And you don't have a senior on that team. And you got some young kids that are playing that have really bought in.
They do. They play together on the defensive end, and then our length is what bothers people.
Yeah.
And you got guys like Ifani, and you got guys like Shamrock.
Yeah.
And I think those two are two of the top defenders around.
Yeah.
And those two kind of set the tone. And then you got Dennis, who's just a ball hawk. He's so long and athletic. And then when they guard, somebody shoots it, and then you know who's there to clean up the glass. It's Jovan. Defensively, we're like second in the country in defensive rebounding because those guys are doing the work, and then Jovan's down there for the miss, and he just gets it at 6'5", and I don't know where he learned that. Probably in the streets of Belgrade is my bet.
Yeah.
Anticipation, really.
Coach Paulson, offensively, I'm looking at your team, and I'm just watching how well you execute and how well you share the ball and make the extra pass. I just wonder if one of the keys is how simple you keep it. I mean, you guys just a very, very. You got a few little sets you run, a few little things you do, but it's very, very simple, and they just play with so much confidence out of it.
Yeah, I try not to call sets or any stoppages when we get stops. That's when they just get a play.
Yeah.
I try to let them flow into offense, and they have some rules of where to be. But then it's the sets we call is out of timeouts and out of scores where they can walk it up. And Shamrock pretty much calls what he wants, and I trust what he does. So. That's a luxury.
And then there were so many kids that played well, so many kids that played. And the word that I'm starting to use with a lot of these kids is solid. Even the freshmen, they're just solid basketball players. But I thought the key tonight, to me, in the when you made the run in the first half, was Ifani. I thought there was a run there, probably the last 4 or 5 minutes of the first half where he just took the game over. He changed every shot Tech took. He got every rebound, and then he just was a force at the offensive end.
No doubt. And then speaking of solid, we just gained Mr. Solid. We've been waiting 6 months for Johnny Hillman.
Yeah.
And Mr. Solid is back, and that's going to help our team immensely, just depth. And he always makes the solid play for us.
Yeah.
And he's a calm presence, and so you got Guy out there.
He's solid.
With solid and calm.
Yeah.
And you got Shamrock and solid and calm, and now you throw Hillman. We love this group. It just took me a while to figure them out, and every year's a new year, and we're not the same team as we were last year. But, again, I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. It's not too high, not too low. We got a tough trip to the rock pile. Coming up.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And you know that they'll be ready for you. Billy Dryko's, and he'll have a plan. Billy gets his team up for the big games. He doesn't always get them up for the games they should win, but for the big games, and this will be a big game down there in Billings. Believe me, this will be big. He'll have them up.
No doubt about it. Well, thanks, guys, and
appreciate it, Coach.
I'm exhausted.
A bit.
Yes.
Go
Get
Saints.
some rest. Go watch the end of this AFC Championship. It's Coach Kurt Paulson joining us in the Rutgers Furniture Coaches Lounge after 2 big wins this weekend against Montana Tech. And Coach Turcotte, after that win, Carroll moving to 9-5 on the season and moving to 10-5 on the season, 5-4 in conference play. So a lot to be proud of for that man we just talked to, Coach Paulson, and a lot to be proud of for this Carroll College basketball team. These guys have worked hard. They played great tonight, and I just think they're heading in the right direction, undoubtedly.
Yeah, they really are. This was a fun. This was started at Northern, and we saw some signs, but they took another big step this weekend, and now they got to go on the road to Billings and do it again. But they have a lot to be proud of about how they played this weekend.
Well, Coach Turcotte, any final thoughts before we end this thing?
Well, it was just a really fun weekend.
A lot of good basketball.
A lot of good basketball. Both the women and the men playing right now with their A game, and a couple of big wins for both programs. Both programs definitely headed in the right direction.
74-58, the final score. 74-48, excuse me, the final score for our men. 71-56, the final score earlier today for our women. But for the second week in a row, Carroll basketball as a whole, 4-0 on the weekend. That'll do it for this weekend's coverage of Fighting Saints basketball. We appreciate all you tuning in out there, especially the ones who have listened long enough to make it through the whole post-game show. But we'll be back again next week bringing you the games in Billings as the Saints take on the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. But for Marcus back in the studio, for Coach Turcotte, for myself, we'll be signing off. 2 wins for the Saints today, 2 yesterday. A great weekend of basketball here in the PE Center. Thanks for listening here on Rewind 94.9 and KCAP.com.